Good evening, guys. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30, something like that. So a wee bit ago, about a week ago or so, I started doing videos on the astrological signs, and I like to look at them as, states of awareness. And I say this every time. Thank you, Chris Witecki, for your teachings, because they do mean a lot, and it allows a better explanation, I believe, on how you explain things. And so I'm going to do my own explanation based off of Chris Witecki's teachings. So, where I left off was Sag energy, okay? So which is step 3. So we're going to move on to step 4. Step 4 is all about the Aquarian energy. So I'm kind of bringing this one up because it's come up a lot. We were in step 4 2 days ago. All right? So step 4 is all about I belong, okay? Aquarians tend to see things from a larger perspective in regards to what makes sense for the whole of a group, okay? And this energy is about, connecting everyone together for one purpose, seeing the bigger picture. And when we go into deep with this one, we ask ourselves, where do we belong? Like, what allows us to find belonging, right? Okay, so when we think about, like, where we belong, sometimes we have to backtrack, right? Like, how do we get there? How do we know where we belong? So we have to, like, kind of, like, ask ourselves, like, the bigger questions. How to explain this? If we asked ourselves, if we belonged in a certain spot, how do we protect that? Okay, so let's go in a different route. I'm an artist, right? I love to do art, and if I was in a job in, like, let's just say a hospital, and I was doing scientific stuff all the time, I probably would, if there was no art included in that, if I couldn't find a creative flow within that, I probably would be pretty stale on life, right? Okay. So, I find no belonging there. Well, here's the interesting thing is, like, I work at Michael's now, right? I don't get paid a lot of money, but guess what? I have belonging there. Why? Because every single day, I feel like I'm serving my purpose, and in different ways, because they allow for that creative energy to keep me going, even when I'm cleaning the store. I feel the energy of the openness to be creative with my work in regards to cleaning. As I'm stocking shelves, I'll do different patterns and weave in and out type of thing, you know? And so it may be a minuscule job to some people, but I find belonging there because that's where I do my meditations. That's where I get my downloads for the day. It's really necessary at this moment in time for me to be there. I found belonging. So, as an artist, if I have a creative flow, if it allows me to have a creative flow and be around, others who are also resonating with this, I've now found belonging. So I ask you, where do you belong? What makes you feel comfortable in the sense of a purpose? Okay? So see, search deep within on that one. Let me know your comments, and I'd love to hear more on what your belonging means. I will see you in the next video. Divine Beautiful Souls.